Hi all, welcome back to my channel and our kayaking adventures. Well, I got up this morning. I was going to do some yard work because it's supposed to rain the rest of this week, and even though I usually don't do any work on Sundays, I need to get it done because I neglected my grass last week and it's looking pretty bad. But anyway, I needed to get some string for my weed eater. I decided I was going to run down to the hardware store, go pick some up. I was getting ready to get in my car and I saw this. My strap's usually not sitting there like that. Oh, that's weird. When I looked up, my kayak's gone. Yep, gone. Apparently, somebody came in and cut the straps and took my kayak. So now the Kayak 7C's fleet is missing one. I still got my daughter's Perception Tribe that I'm going to be using in the meantime. I called the Asheville Police Department and they weren't going to send anybody out. They said I can fill out an incident report online. It's like, okay, well, so I quickly did that just with whatever information I've got, and then started reviewing my footage afterwards. I've already driven through the neighborhood, hoping that maybe it was some lazy thief who thought it was a good idea to steal it and was walking away. I figured it happened in the middle of the night because I was up till about 2:30 in the morning and I didn't hear anything, and I had my window open, but it was pretty, I had the headphones on, so I may have missed it. But anyway, so I would have thought, a thief would have probably come in the middle of the night and taken it while it was dark, under the mask of darkness. And that's what my assumption was all along until I started looking at my video camera footage. Apparently, a truck rolled in here just about 6:30, drove straight into my driveway, parked right beside me. Now, it's Sunday. I'm not up at 6:30 on Sundays. Came in, cut my straps, threw the kayak in the back of his truck, backed away, and drove out of here. I'm still in the process of uploading my video cam footage from the SD cards to my laptop so I can watch them better, because it's kind of tricky to watch them on the phone. When I do that, I'm going to add the footage to the end of this video so that way you can see it. But yeah, unbelievable. I would have, I would have thought something small would have been taken. I've never really considered locking my kayaks up on top of my car. I've had them on top of my car almost every day, except for the winter time. Pretty much every day they've sat on top of my car. Never had an incident. I've gone to Florida with them. We've gone to the Outer Banks with them. We've gone to Tennessee with them, and Kentucky with them. And then it's not just these. We've had other kayaks that we've had on top of the car. We've driven a lot of miles, because we do a lot of kayaking. Stayed in hotels. I've seen people who've asked, well, what should I do with my kayaks so that way they don't get stolen? I would have really never thought someone would be brazen enough to steal a kayak, actually. That's a lot of work, and it's not much of a payoff. A couple $100. I don't know. We'll see if I see it on Facebook Marketplace. But I've got the make of the car. I'm hoping that one of my other cameras has got their license plate number. But yeah, so not a good video, but a video nonetheless. An update on my Sunday morning. So yes, all you people out there, there are thieves who will steal your kayaks. So yeah, I'm gonna come up with a better solution, because I don't think I should have to hide my kayaks. They're mine. I paid for them. It's my property. I shouldn't let a thief deter me. Something like that's okay. We were planning on trying to buy a few more during the French Broad Outfitter sale in October. Looks like I'm just going to add one more to my wish list. But anyway, I'm going to add the footage. I'll give you an update, and hope you all have a better day. Thanks. Hope to see you out on the water someday.
As we review the camera footage, notice the truck, and it's 6:28 in the morning. This truck turns into our driveway with no hesitation. If I were to guess, he has already planned this out. The truck stops, and the driver gets out. He's got on a hoodie, and after closely reviewing the footage, I think he's also got a face mask on to help conceal his identity. He's behind my truck, a blind spot which none of my cameras can see. I think I'll have to remedy that situation with the purchase and placement of a couple more cameras. Instead of unfastening the straps, he cuts them. In retrospect, perhaps I should have also secured them with bicycle locks. If you've seen my previous videos, you know it takes me very little time to unload my kayaks. I do it quite often. He also has no problem taking the kayak off my Xterra. Speaking of trucks, are there any car guys watching my channel that notice anything distinct about this truck? If so, let me know in the comments. Right now, I can assume he is cutting the straps. Judging from his feet, it appears he started cutting the back straps first, then moved over to the front straps. I do know one thing: if he plans to use this kayak himself, he is going to need to steal a life jacket, because the law requires you must have a PFD or personal flotation device on board your vessel, and this law does include kayaks. Now, with the kayak removed from my vehicle and placed into his, he begins his getaway, the hoodie still masking his face. It's 6:30 a.m. He's certainly no amateur at this, that's for sure. And just like that, my kayak is gone. I noticed he turned left, which isn't the way he came from. This too makes me feel like he's pre-planned this. I may have to watch some earlier footage to see if he's possibly been on this road before. I'll also be keeping an eye out for this type of vehicle. If you happen to know this thief, tell him he should turn himself in to the local authorities so we can have him properly charged for theft, trespassing, and destruction of property.